Love and Light Collective. Here's the sit, you guys. I literally am just barely eking out this message. Felt pretty urgent. It's very clear cut, so bear with me on this. I feel like I'm just gonna bang it out and then get to the free yes nos at the end. Again, due to the schedule sitch. So thank you guys for those that have been helping and those that will. Referable to watching just anything on the channel for any kind of minutes or hours or seconds. Okay. To assist with the monetization goal. Love and Light, eat me. So we're going to take the questions at the end. Pretty short and sweet. And I've got less than an hour, so bear with me, okay? All right. So we're talking love. We're talking a couple. Here's the sitch, though. Whoever I'm speaking to, referable to the message of this person, okay? I don't want to say that. No, I feel like that's not correct. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get out quite inartfully, that I'm saying this person, right? Love and Light, Sean, thanks for joining. But the thing is, for some of you, this person, like when I say this person, okay, it's a man, and others, this person, it's a female. Others, okay, it's a feminine man, right? Not coming for anyone, but meaning like a man in overarching feminine energy. Makes sense here? Okay. So, trust your intuition, right? Because that trumps any of the cards, any of the tarot readers you could ever drum up. So serious, all right? And whoever we're talking about, you know this to have been someone in your past. So you'd have to already know them and have tried to love them. Maybe you still do, right? And this was really on the back end, considered by you at least, if not by all right, a one-sided relationship, situationship, connectionship. Make sense? Okay. Now, in the past, this person, maybe said things like, I'm not ready for, like if you were looking for the relationship, this person was saying, I'm not ready for that. I don't want that kind of thing, right? But we've got success here coming out for you today, baby. And this person saying, I miss you. Now, you guys could have ties to ancient bloodlines. Egyptian civilization comes to mind, right? But you are coming out here as black sheep. And I gather this is par for the course on both sides of the fence here, whether we're talking you, collective member, and or this person, all right? This person in the past felt like they weren't good enough for you, okay? They're asking for your patience, all right? Now, some of you, this person gave into temptation. They want you to know they're sorry about that. They want you to know they're reminiscing. Some of you, this person is at a bit of a distance, or there is distance between you. Take that however you may make sense of that one, all right? But again, please forgive is the request. This is giving, they wish they could almost command it. They want to be back in your good graces. This person is saying, even to this day, in spite of the smoke, okay, maybe not cleared just yet, but it's intending to, or they wish for it to. All right. You drive this person wild, right? And not in the sense of like, can't stand you, don't even want to try to tolerate you, but in the sense of, right? Like, I just want to look at you with my fingers kind of thing, right? Like, ooh, right? And you kind of thought, you know what? Everything's up in the clouds, up in smoke. There's that smoke again. You know what? Somebody here could be a smoker. Irregardless of whatever you may or may not be token on. Make sense of that if you will, if you're able to, right? And if not, let it sit, you guys. Don't just take anything that's being, fed to you through the screen here, all right? Different strokes for different folks. This is a general collective message, just to be clear, okay? And you're looking at this person as like secretive, in stealth mode, right? Maybe even actually downright false, okay? Some of you called this person a trash box, did you? Right? Like, you're like, ew. At some point you're giving you're done, right? You got the ick, fool me once, right? Kind of energy, right? Either way, regardless, you kind of walked away, shame on you, right, to the other person, and held up your boundaries, right? Because this person wasn't ready. And they're saying, I'm ready now, though. Hello, hey, hi, right? There could be some significance to black clothing. Somebody here could be a redhead, whether you've got wavy hair or not. Man and women came out referable to the archetype. So again, going back to take your pick. Okay. Take your pick. This person could be older than you, or you older than they. Somebody could have a round face, white or gray hair, medium skin tone, could be European. This person also could be literally the same height as you, right? And somebody here could wear vibrant apparel, you know, purples, bright hued colors. Somebody here could be muscular or have curly hair. We've got exaggerated features coming out. Okay, so you can take a look at that. Aesthetic, perhaps referable to the makeup. Some types of exaggeration there about the face. Could be a beauty mark. Somebody here could have a sharp face, right? A bunch of lines and divots. There's some significance to the color red, okay? Whether a red lip or red apparel of sorts, red dress. Somebody here could have long hair or a beard. And there's this mixed eye color card coming out again for this one. So we're not really doing initials, chart placements, unless we have time. Okay, girl's in a bit of a crunch, and I gotta see what the cue is for the free yes nos. You guys, if you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. And irregardless, please and thank you. Make sure when I do get to the good part, as some might say, referable to the free yes no tarot, and I do ring that bell, I need you guys, especially on this live stream, to know what the heck is going on and to really follow along with all of those rules. Please and thank you, okay, because your girl's in a little bit of a time crunch, but I didn't want to not come on because I love being here, you guys. So thank you for those that have been assisting with watching anything on the channel, just anything at all. I really appreciate that, okay? And here's the sitch, all right? We've got passion, yes, okay. So whether on one side of the fence or not, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? You know what you got going on, honey bun. But here's the sitch. This person really did actually have an awakening. They really are undergoing a spiritual transformation. It ain't just you, babe. And this person, dead ass, is your twin flame, your counterpart. 2 decks, confirmation, all right? Let's be clear. This is the one I'm really connecting to Holy Spirit with, right? This is your person. This is, see how there's no change there? Just saying. I don't know if somebody's wondering. Gosh, I literally, is just my reading, right? Like, yeah, like you wonder how many times, like, why the hell would this be the case if that person is that, right? You know what I mean? But hey, it's nice to have the confirmation, the double confirmation, dare I say, right? And triple if you'd like to go ahead and qualify this card as, you know, grouping in with the twin flame. Past life love, past life lover, okay? Your soul remembers this connection. And again, it's like energy don't lie. How many times those twins out there, twin flames to be exact, no. All right. How many times, you know, during separation, are you going, is this really the case? Like, is this, like, am I actually crazy? Like, am I actually delusional right now? Like, is this really, you know what I mean? And, you know, it is what it is. You know, your intuition is going to trump this reading, right? But for someone here, this really is confirmation, okay? You're really receiving it right nicely, as you should. Patience here. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Keywords, divine timing. Love and light, Cassandra. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. Don't mind me. I'm a little bit on a time crunch today. But this is a new recommitment, a new chance, right? At love. This person saying, I promise you what? Loyalty? Are you kidding, sir? Are you so serious, ma'am? Right? They are. They're coming back, okay? They're coming back with money, stability. They're coming back with work and also want to work with you. Here's the sitch. The Knight of Pentacles. You've been waiting forever, perhaps. Gosh, I resonate with that too, to some degree. Right? Like you say, waiting in the sense of, hey, I noticed separation didn't end. Not waiting in the sense of, gosh, I really hope that, you know, if I hold my breath for 14 more seconds, perhaps the person will come back around. No, we don't do that. We live our best lives and we don't chase, we attract. Makes sense. Especially those divine feminines. We don't chase, we attract, right? And so, you know, whoever I'm speaking to, divine femmes out of the group, out of the grouping, okay? You understand that this is a result and after effect of the work you've been doing, which had nothing to do with chasing this person, talking about, you got your pentacle for me? How about now? Could I have a cup? Could I have a sip? Gone are the days where you're accepting breadcrumbs anyhow, even by twin flame. Okay, so serious. right? But this person really wants to come across any kind of rocky waters and into the pleasant abyss, okay, of pleasure, of reciprocity, of mercy, grace, of love, right? This is high level ish, man. This is a very spiritual connection. Cannot get around it. And ascension. All right, maybe Mac Miller might be of some significance. Maybe somebody listens to rap music here as well. Maybe somebody is a Caucasian rapper, perhaps. But this person saying, you literally drive me wild. Please forgive me. I am ready for you now. Ready for what? To give you loyalty. Why? Because you feel like home. So whatever the grass was, whatever the ass was, it wasn't greener. It wasn't better, longer, stronger, whatever they thought they were looking for. Okay. And this is your counterpart. And passion is still in the energy. Okay. So this is not for those that say, I definitely don't want my twin flame. This is for those that are saying, I definitely am attracting them in. You know, if anything, you know, go ahead and toot your horn a little bit. Like, go ahead, like, look at you attracting as you should. Because gone are the days where you gotta chase. If you gotta chase for it, and you're the divine feminine, okay, that ain't correct. Just so serious, right? And ask me how I know. I tried to chase. Not gonna lie. How about now? Not gonna lie, right? And probably still blocked to this day while I'm being watched from afar. Isn't that great? It's so beneficial, right? Hopefully it is, okay? You know, don't give up those that are clearly still in separation, because there are many ways within even this realm that we are capable of learning. And so experience and time definitely play a factor into that. But also this life, even, okay, when you're referencing the earth realm, is far more spiritual than you may realize. So there's a lot that goes on in this ball of wax to get to this aspect of divine timing, as it were, aka reunion. All right. So it's very real. Okay, ascension, very real too. You already know divine feminine. You've been about this lifestyle, right? And your person is definitely high key playing catch up, and they're not coming in broke, busted, and disgusted. They're not coming in like a jokester with jokes, right? Not even the dad kind, right? Whether they're a father or not. So serious. So you guys, I'm going to be perusing out of the cards that we got out of the names deck, and I will be ringing the bell in just a few seconds here. But I wanted to be mindful to kind of slow down a little bit before I go. Wow, Edward might be of some significance, okay? Or Eddie, hearing to say. But here's the sitch. I'm going to be giving all kinds of names here, right? They could be your name. They could be your person's name, perhaps. They could be somebody's pet's name, an icon that somebody really loves and obsesses over, perhaps. Like, take however it resonates, right? So just to be clear, this is really pulling for whom all we're talking about, whether it's you and or your person, all right? But there may be some iconic figures and things like that to come out in the deck as well. Love and Light Esmeralda. Love and Light, you guys. I'm going to ring the bell in a few short seconds. I'm so serious, okay? Yeah, actually, bell has rung, baby. And it's only a one and done this time, you guys. Your girl doesn't have too much longer to be on here. But I miss you guys, and I really love hanging out with you. And the message felt urgent. I don't know if somebody's really about to give up here. Like, oh no, I actually don't have a twin flame. Like, it's actually girl, bro, sis, Bob, Brenda. Let me tell you how I resonate with that high key. I get that. I don't get a lot of stuff, but I get that. It's just interesting how like yourself could be so rejecting of self, right? Like I teach all the time, and I'm a firm believer, right? It's literally no loss, okay? Because at the end of the day, I still got me, my energy. I still refract back onto source, right? So it just is what it is. But what I don't get is, out of all the ways that I've healed on a personal note, to start actually loving myself, to actually like root for me and actually like believe in me and my capabilities, and you know, of course, simultaneously believing in divinity. I feel like on a personal note, divinity wasn't something that I struggled to believe in. It was bringing my worth up to the level of the worth of divinity, that was something I struggled in, right? Like, it's like, okay, God needs me too, though. Like, it's not just me needing God, right? And then come to find out, of course, study to show yourself approved, and not projecting this onto you, but, I found out in my studies, I am part and parcel of divinity. I am part and parcel of that I am that I am. Okay, going back to that scriptural reference, right? And I don't get how, when I use my own stuff that I can plug in there for my own connectionship, okay, with the mirror, how it's still equated to the level of rejection, and really, what I'd like to term disrespect. It's just so odd, right? But then again, hurt people. So if you're in a broken state, and maybe as broken as I've ever been in this aspect of this incarnation with this vessel, it's still, I can't chalk it up to knowing 100% how it would be to be broken in the other vessel, right? In my current conscious awareness, right? That I'm tapped into. So I can't judge, right? And I'm only sharing just for somebody else to, like, maybe know, hey, it's not just you going through separation. It's not just you wondering, right? And that's why we talk about it. And that's why we do have cards about, like, this is your twin flame, right? Like, from one deck to the next, so that you can really, basically not go crazy, wondering if you are, right? Whole time, your twins walking about, skirting about, laying about, right? Having marriages and stuff. And you're just like, yeah, that's, wish them well, right? Because at the end of the day, even if you don't want to say they're you, they refract back onto source. Isn't that interesting, though? It's like you almost want to go, God, why would you treat us like that? You know what I mean? But then again, it goes back to karmic repercussions, and gosh, I feel like that's a giant wormhole for another day. I'll just leave it at that. All right, you guys, let's see about the queue here. Oh, I forgot. Oh, hold on. Edward. Okay, now who else? Manny. Sophia. Becky. Johan. Karen. Josie. Banks. Janice. Cynthia. Umar. Torres. Anika. Angelica. Barbie. Mattia or Medea? I'm not sure exactly what that is. Mabel, York, Prim, Unique, Cardi, Christmas, Paris, Patty, Apple, Taji, Haley, Lisa. I'm hearing Beckham, Prima, Abby, Carolyn, Lou, Rocky, Summer, Jamarcus, Broderick, Andrew, Deacon, Leopold, Paul, Cody, Jensen, Destiny, Sir, Scooter, Heaven, Finn, Renee, Tawanda, Wednesday, Diva, Goldie, Penelope, Miriam, Bali, Jillian, Fergie, Divine, Turner, Sally, Rami, Connor, Trouble, Ruby, Theo, Sia, Zara or Zahara, Mark, Francis, Melba, Gabby, Josh, Xander, Bethany, Wendy, Ben, Carson. That's funny, Ben Carson. Okay. Stephanie, Sunshine, Sanders, Kat, Leo, Leslie, Elton, Amory, Rhoda, Devante, Jaron, James, Ramos, Angie, Chrisanne, Tamar, Mario, Mickey, Alex or Alexis, Shane, Thelma, Parker, Whitney, Donald, Trey, Gina, Ellen, Jabari, Celia, Olivia, Dion, Cedric, Andy, Buddy, Sadie, Bunny, Latoya, Mandy, Metty, Ivan, Todrick, Mercury, Henley, Barry, Werner, Jr., Claire or Clara, Infinity, Caroline, Bunny, Sirius, Jones, Justina, Chip, Gerard, Vonnie, Vinny, Esmeralda, Ted, Alvarez, Fred, Riri, Carrie, Carol, Phoenix, Tucker, Aaron, Ricardo, Venus, Lima, Eric or Erica, Carney, Helene, Grant, Reginald, and Eric. All right. So that's what I have for the collective message. Now we're going to get into the freebies, you guys. Welcome, welcome, much love and light. And forgive me, I don't have too much time, so was not very attentive to the box, the chat box, as it were. So Celine, love and light, babe, please check the description box below so that you can get your free reading today while still on the live stream. All right, let's see here. Love and light, Esmeralda. Okay. Sit tight. It could take up to 4 days. All right. If you want that job and you care about, you know, like actually getting that, okay. It's giving, look, it came back out. It's giving, it's yours. Literally, the 8 of Cups with the work, new job, self-employment even. Well, I know you're not here for self-employment, but this is really talking about the energy that you're asking about. Okay, it's really clear if you're a reader, and I don't know that you are, but just to be clear in case you aren't, the 8 of Pentacles really does talk about employment, job offers. Same deal with the Page of Cups though, right? It is an offer, and often cups are referencing love, but they do in a career reading fit the frame quite nicely. And here's a big, fat, ginormous Ace of a Cup, in case you wondered. Whatever communication you're going to get from them is going to give you extreme emotional satiety and a way to make some money. So that's great. Congratulations. All right, so that's what I have for you, Esmeralda. Congratulations on the new job, babe. All right, let's see here. Cassandra, okay. I see you're very worried about, you know, and this is not me coming for you. I'm trying to quickly describe the energy, so it might be a little blunt. Forgive me, Cassandra. I see you're fearing being trapped in any one environment, because probably validly so, right? Long story short, we don't need to get into all of it, but please, please make sure you are, when you find yourself thinking like fear-based thoughts about this, or just even wondering, you know how we say, well, I was just wondering, right? Sometimes when you refract wondering back, it at its root is a fear, right? Fear-based action. If and when you should find yourself doing that about this and or anything, okay, again, just gently reroute, right? Just gently reroute so that you don't glitch up, okay? But you are actually being guided to walk away from whatever you got going on now. And the yes, I thought it came out simply and solely as a yes. This is how stuck these cards were together when they came out. They weren't really stuck at all, but just the positioning, okay, to be clear. And of course, this 8 of Cups talks about literally walking away, and walking away into what? You know, money, generosity, charitable type of environment. Okay, maybe you make some more friends even that you didn't know you needed, or in your corner, so to speak. And but please be mindful not to obsess over the what ifs. Now is the time for you to trust your intuition. When I told you that you would have more than one offer, I did get that there might be a potentiality that there would be a pay cut. I didn't release it because I didn't want you to take that and run with it, because I don't want you to have a pay cut. But it seems like the pay cut really is just a small sacrifice. And on the other side of you maybe even growing into that new offer, right? It's getting what pay cut? You know, even if it's like not necessarily in the literal sense, there could be some perks to it, right? You could have some aspects of longevity that you just wouldn't have somewhere else, right? And at the end of the day, money's not worth your mental health. So serious. Ask me how I know. Are you kidding me? Right? So that's what I have for you, Cassandra. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense, you guys. Bear with me. Thank you for tips and donations. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for tips and donations. Thank you for what I don't even need the money, you guys. Watch something on the channel so that YouTube can give me the money. How about that, right? I mean, I'll take the money too, but you know, I don't want to come on here seeming all greedy. But I do want to come on here and ask you guys for help in that, right? So getting the watch hours up, I think we have less than 1,000 at this point, to make that next milestone together. Mind you, we've got this together, because don't try to act like it's me doing it all on my own. It could never be. That's not even the way this is set up. Did you notice that? That's why I come on all the time and I go, you guys, doesn't really work so well without you. And I also say, I'm not here for me, right? Makes sense? All right. Love you guys. Let's see who's next in the line here is, and you're very welcome, Esmeralda. You're graduating. Yes. You got this, Esmeralda. Making power moves as you should. All right, let's see here. You're very welcome, Cassandra. Much love and light, babe. And so I think the next person in the queue is Celine, right? Oh, no, wait. No, wait. We got... Oh, we have issues getting your father's death certificate. Sean? Okay, let me see here. And then we got Celine. Whew. You're going to need some patience. You're going to need to infuse peace into the situation for yourself. Literally, inner peace is on this Temperance card. So the yes has come out here, Sean. I'm trying to clarify because we've also had at the bottom of the deck a maybe card talking about decisions, specifically the Two of Swords. And I'm just asking for clarification because... okay. So long story short, all right, you're going to have to... You know how they say you get more flies with honey, right? You're going to have to put on that smiling face of yours and keep the mood light and airy while you jump through them hoops, essentially. Long story short. But the World card, talking about success, okay? You're supported in the matter as well by divine forces. So if you're losing your peace, not that you should, but ask for assistance in those moments. Ask for assistance before you even make the call that you got to make. You know what I mean? There is some aspect about being decisive coming through as well. So we have the Two of Swords indicating maybe. And now after shuffling, I do have the Judgment in my hands. The Judgment card, which talks also about decisiveness. Being quick-witted. So maybe there's some aspect of thinking outside of the box. So long story short, Sean, if you call and they're like, well, basically... we need like these things, or I'm just trying to think of like some generic, because you know, like you call and you're like, this is what I need, and they're like, oh, we could help you if we had this kind of information, blah blah blah. Ask Spirit for help on how to think outside of the box to get those people to think outside of the box. Do you see what I'm saying? You'd be surprised how many people are in like positions of authority as well as services and don't know how to do the workaround. I guess, you know, they figure they're not paid well enough to try to work that hard. But there's some aspect about perhaps thinking outside of the box and like assisting people to connect. By people, I'm probably talking about offices, right? It's like, well, can we all get on the phone on a three-way kind of thing? So, you know what I mean? Because otherwise it's like weeks out. You're still waiting. But that's what I have for you, Sean. Much love and light. Okay, so Celine. Let me scroll back up here. Where are you? Oh my gosh, I lost it. Wait, hold on. Okay, here we go, Celine. Here we go, babe. Okay, let me see here. Ooh. So it's giving yes, but what I don't like is the bottom of the deck here for you is talking about current energies, apparently. Right? You're all up in your head about this. Talk to Archangel Michael if that makes sense for you, okay? Because you've got his sword of truth and clarity coming out in assistance to you, as well as the potentiality of this connection. All right? So what I want to talk about the Nine of Wands here really quick, babe, is Nine of Wands is overall positive, overall progressive, overall almost there kind of energy, right? But it also does talk about the potentiality to self-sabotage. And really, with the way this mental state energy is being portrayed in your current energies, girly pop, you gotta straighten that crown, okay? Here's the sitch. If you're worried that somebody, may judge you and ultimately reject you, please don't, because if and when that happens, that's always a thank you next for somebody like you, okay? It's not giving you should have any shame or stigma or feel like a failure. It's giving thank you next, right? Because you don't have time to be wasting with anybody who doesn't mean you well and can't really do anything with you anyhow. They don't even know how to love you, let alone be your friend. Make sense? So please, okay, act like you know your worth, and add that tax, even if this person comes through with the come through seeing your worth initially anyways, Celine, right? You got to know it. That's what's most important. Who cares if the whole world knows how great you are, Celine, if you don't? Make sense? All right. Okay, so that's what we got. Let's see, eat me. Okay, eat me. The issue is you've got to go hermit, babe. You've got to start doing more aspects of the shadow work, the spiritual work, okay, that you came to do besides just the deal, right? On the other side of doing that, you do get offers, okay? I'm hearing more than one, but you got to heal, all right? Look at this. You got, you get the hermit and this coming out in your reading. That means you got to do work, babe. And it's you with you and the divine, of course, right? But you got to do it, okay? I mean, how would you, like, that's like if somebody had like a whole circus perhaps, right? And not even like the kind that you want to see, right? And it's like you invite somebody in talking about what are you going to say to them? Like, help me fix my circus? That's not fair. Nobody's going to want to sign up for that usually. You know what I mean? But if you kind of ringmaster all of that, what you got going on, then you're ready for somebody to come in and be like, oh, I can assist you, right? So there's that. All right. You got it now. I believe in you, eat me. So serious. You're very welcome. All right. So it's not a no for the rest of your life. Please don't get it twisted. Okay. Eat me. You're very welcome, Sean. Love and light, Kiki Law. Gracious greetings to you, babe. Love and light, Luna 97. Okay. So it's giving no, Luna, as far as being from another country. Okay. So when you say or same as me, that's two questions in one, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully that's clear enough. The moon is giving no, and I got the hangman at the bottom of the deck, and on the other side of that even is a no. So I know we're good there. Definitely not from another country. Okay, so it would be the same country as you there, Luna 97. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Love and light, Divinisha Mishra. Okay, let's see about Arjun. Okay, let's see. Stalking WhatsApp. Ooh. Yes, because they're pressed. They want to be. This is giving jealous and possessive type of vibes. Okay, they might need to balance this out, or they may feel like you guys have some work to do to balance things out between you two. They're definitely watching though, and they're definitely burdened when they do. You must be looking so darn great on there, as you should, Divinisha Mishra. All right, love and light to you and Arjun. Okay, let's see here. I think the next person in line is anyone? All right, Iravati. You guys, I only have a few more minutes. I'm so serious. So please, please, please. I don't mean to be rude or put the press on you. But I literally only have a few more moments to spare with you guys. Okay. I'm trying my best to show up consistently here. All right. So please don't fault me. Okay. Okay. So all right, so it's giving no, right? For, sorry, I want to say your name to be clear. So sorry. Iravati. This is giving no, right? And here's why. This person is not going to be your usual type. This person may even have an aesthetic or something about them or their personality where you go, I don't know if that's, would that be my person? I know this is your truth, okay? Because my nose is doing that thing where I want to rub it off of my face. It's so itchy. But here's the sitch. Here's what's beautiful. When you meet this person, when you get to know them and they you, okay, you're not really going to want to make room for anyone else. Okay? And I gather this is on both sides. we basically have two cards talking about holding on to each other. Okay, so it's still going to make sense, and you're going to know it makes sense because this person is going to help balance out your life and not add, havoc to it. You know what I'm saying? So this kind of tower coming out in answer to your question here, as well as this Five of Wands, which normally is my card for not anything too good, right? In this case for you, it's catalytic energy. Okay, this person is going to be unlike any other lover. Okay, also may be the case referable to their physical aspect, their physicality, not like any other, okay, that you've ever known and loved, but you wouldn't trade them for the world. And I gather that feeling is ultimately mutual. All right. Yeah, this person will not be some sort of aggressor, will not be some sort of tyrant. It's going to really be essentially some form of high level hierarchy soulmate energy, and they're going to bring nothing but reciprocity. And that's a good thing. That's really talking about give and take. That's what you want. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for our body. Love and light sky. If I didn't say that already, if you got a question, babe, pop it in. I literally have to get going like right now though, you guys. Thank you for those that are new here. I'm so sorry. I'm usually not so short and in and out kind of thing. But those that know, I literally have the best collective hands down, whether we met 14 seconds ago or tomorrow. Like seriously, I said what I said. Time's irrelevant anyways, really, right? And I do love and light my collective. And so when I find these windows of opportunity, I do tend to come on and share my gifts with you all. So thank you for appreciating that. And please know I appreciate you just the same, whether we just met or you're one of my A1 day ones. I love and light you guys. I really do. And I hope you do feel as amazing as you truly are. And I really do want you guys to really work on, even when you're looking directly in the mirror, seeing just that you are amazing. Okay. Because man, oh day, you can't have everybody and their mama out there knowing it if you don't. You know what I mean? All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping on, and thank you for helping your girl with the monetization goal. Thank you for those that feel led to actually donating, actually booking a reading, actually sending in a tip in. Okay. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support in whatever measure form that you do give it. There could be some significance to the number 3737. Okay. Interestingly enough, I just saw it, but it just now hit the timer. And that does reduce down to 1010. So somebody here, you better be getting ready, making room for the new, whether it's in love, whether it's in business or in life. Okay. Because it's coming in. What will you, collective? That's for you to know. Much love and light.